In one of the most closely contested British elections for decades, no party managed to win an overall majority last night, so voters today woke up to the news that they're now under what's known as a hung parliament. This means for now Socialist Prime Minister Gordon Brown stays in power, at least for the time being, until he either resigns or calls for another election to try again to win a majority vote. And for now there'll be a shared leadership between the main parties in Parliament. In an election that was so divided, politicians vied for every vote, making Christian involvement in this election more important than ever. One thing is for certain, Christians engage more than ever in a bid to make their voices heard on the issues that matter to them. More than 48,000 Christians signed the Westminster Declaration, calling for the protection of human life, marriage and freedom of conscience in the UK. Andrea Williams, Director of Christian Concern for Our Nation, said the declaration demonstrated that Christians are to be taken seriously at the ballot box.
It is absolutely vital that the candidates, that a future government, that the parties know that the Christian voice counts.
Also, more than ever, Christian candidates disillusioned with the established political parties ran under independent ones. The Reverend George Hargreaves, who lost a seat for Barking, is with the Christian Party.
Well, we are the Christian Party. I've been in a quote-unquote established party, and I've found that when it comes to matters of godliness and of righteousness, they all fall down. And what they expect you to do is to toe the party line and follow their lead. And I find that totally unbiblical.
Mike Judge from the Christian Institute says he hopes the successful Christian candidates who won seats will continue to stand up for biblical values.
It's good that some Christians have been elected to Parliament in our general election. But, you know, the real test of a Christian is how do they vote on the moral issues when there are key votes in Parliament? How will they speak out? Which way will they cast their vote? And that's what we'll be looking for.
Judge remains concerned that no single party has made a stand for religious liberties for Christians.
Christians have been increasingly marginalised in Britain, whether that means Christians losing their job because of some of the ethical beliefs that they have, or Christian evangelists being told by the police that they're not allowed to share the gospel in a public place, or even Christians arrested and prosecuted for a crime for saying something that Muslims may not like, or homosexual activists may not like. That is a deep concern to Christians, and the major political parties have not done enough to speak to those issues during this election campaign.
So with the uncertainty of the UK existing for now under a hung parliament, one thing is for sure, Christians are determined more than ever to stand up for religious liberties that are increasingly under threat in this nation. Peter Wooding for CBN News, London, England.